Hi there and welcome to another video from Max Revs. It brings me great pleasure in showcasing Houston's newly purchased 987 Gen 2 base Cayman. Built in 2012, lived most of its life in California. It's aqua blue, exactly the same as my 2009 987 that I had before I got my GT4, and it's just great that another subscriber has purchased a Cayman and sent me a video. This is something that I've kind of missed on this channel. These subscriber videos is, for me, some of the best content on this channel. I just love seeing how you connect with your Cayman, as I know how special these cars are. So in this video, Houston's going to start off by doing some pre-check analysis that he'll take us through prior to purchase. So that'll be at the beginning of the video, and then if you want to skip to the actual kind of showcasing of the car, skip to that on the time code in the description below. Enjoying life and cars to the max, and if you'd like to feature your Cayman on this channel, feel free to drop me an email at maxrevscars@gmail.com. Houston, I wish you many miles of happy motoring. It looks like a real stunner and super low mileage, and it's kept in California away from all that rain and salted roads. Amazing. Enjoying life and cars to the max, and happy holiday seasons to you guys as well.
Hey Max, thank you for the Porsche Cayman video that I just purchased. This is my first Porsche and my first endeavor into ownership. I thought I would do something different and start with some of the specs and the window sticker, and then go through some of the history of the vehicle that I did some research on. And I thought this was kind of interesting compared to some of the vehicles I looked at. So this is a 2012 Porsche Cayman in the aqua blue metallic color, stone gray leather material. 2012, after doing some research, it looks like there was roughly only 450 or so Caymans sold to the U.S. in 2012, model year 2012, that is. And that is mostly due to the recession after 2008. So the sales dropped off in 2012. Looks to be one of the rarest out there. This is some of the options listed. It did MSRP for a little over $50,000, and they added on roughly $9,000 of options, including the shipping. Like I said, it came with the aqua blue metallic, and here's the price if you wanted to see what that looked like in 2012. It did come with the convenience package. From my understanding, the convenience package is pretty much everything listed here. And I will segue back to this in just a second. Moving back up, it did come with heated seats. It did say it came with the colored wheel caps, but I only have the monochromatic. So I'm not sure if the owner swap them out, or this could be incorrect. But heated seats, the power seat package, both driver and passenger side, 8-way adjustable with the lumbar. It did come with the headrest in the front seats, $285. I think in the video where I shot outside, I did say $450, but it was a $285 option. So I'm surprised I do not see the headrest more in the vehicles. All the vehicles I've looked at, I don't see the headrest. I figured if the owner's original purchaser is spending all this money, I mean, I would. I'd spend the extra to put the crest on. It came with the sports steering wheel. There's no shift paddles. This is a manual transmission, and then automatic climate control, which it is what it is. Segueing back to this window sticker, this bottom option here, the show finish. Some of your viewers might know more about this, but from my research, I thought it might be pertaining to the paint job, but it's not. It's just the configuration of this vehicle. And for whatever end usage it is, I'm not sure, but technically, I think most of these are probably going to be loaners at the dealership, rental cars. For Porsche owners. And I think that's what this really is. It came into it. This was manufactured in a certain configuration to be technically a show car, or more than likely a loaner car. So I'll segue over to what I'm referring to there. This is The Carfax digitized. I added in the year, the month, the known mileage at the time of the service, and I marked whether or not there was an oil change done, and then the basically the delta in the mileage at each one of these services, and how many months it had been since the last oil change, and I marked the owner and the owner type. I thought this was interesting, knowing that this was a show finish car. I did some research and found it was originally came on the dealer lot in 2012 of March in Hawthorne, California, which is inside Los Angeles County, I believe. It's pretty much the LA area, South Bay Porsche, which was nice to hear, knowing that it really lived most of its life in California before getting into my hands. Um, the dealership did confirm that it was a corporate fleet vehicle, and there's the owner there. So it was a loaner, and you can see the mileage. This is where I say the brunt of the vehicle usage was in the play here. It was the first couple months. They almost put on 7,000 miles. So I don't think there was rev matching going on, and it did have me somewhat concerned. I bet you they drove the hell out of it. But I did mark in yellow every time I could verify an oil change. So it doesn't look like an oil change occurred until 6,883 miles. It had me somewhat concerned, but maybe there was one performed prior. And then several months later, there was another oil change, and this was likely due to the change in ownership. And in June of 2013, owner 2 came on board, and this is where things get really consistent. And I do actually have the certified pre-owned data, the paperwork. So owner 2 did purchase it from the dealership as a certified pre-owned vehicle because it had low mileage, and of course they had it as a loaner, so it qualified. So there was only a little over 9,000 miles when owner 2 purchased the vehicle. And this is where things are really consistent. Almost every year on the dot, the owner took the vehicle in and at least got an oil change. There are other services performed, but I just highlighted it to mark the oil change because to me that's a low mileage car is great, but there could be, they don't like to sit, and if the owner is doing short trips and not heating the engine up, dumping fuel into the case with blow by, etc. So I would like to see frequent oil changes, especially for a low mileage car. So yeah, you can see, a year later did an oil change. There was only a change of 2,300 miles. 10 months later, another oil change, less than 2,000 miles. 11 months later, less than 2,000 miles, oil change, and so on and so on. And you can see here, all of a sudden the mileage starts to drop off. He's driving it. I say he. I know that the original owner was a he. And you can see the mileage really starting to fall off. He's driving it less and less, but still taking it in for the service, which is I really like to see. And then in 2021, another service. And then in 2022 was the last service I could find on record. It was in March. And a 30,000 mile service was performed, and spark plugs were changed, tires rotated, balance, etc., the full work. So very good history of maintenance. In April 2022, this is where owner number 3 is, who is the entity that I bought the car from. I will say it was Carvana, and they're based out of Arizona. So there is a period here where there's no service record. I don't know where the car has been, what it's been doing. How they've been shipping it around, trying to sell it. Surprisingly, I'm surprised that they had it that long. And I came in November, kind of November, December timeframe, just recently, and made the purchase. So technically, I am owner number 4. And I am completely happy with the car, and the Carfax does align with everything here highlighted, and with I called the dealer, and they confirmed all the information on the Carfax. So great car, and I will shut up and jump over to the video showing the vehicle. Thank you.
Hi Max, thanks for letting me share my Porsche Cayman. This is a 2012 base model 2.9 liter 987.2, and this is the aqua blue metallic. I'll do a quick walk around and then go over some of the options and specs.
Porsche Cayman, two-seater dreaming, engineered just right, perfect handling. Enjoying life and cars to the max. You're in the right place, so just relax. Max Revs, yes. Max Revs, Max Revs, yes. Max Revs. Windows down, feel the breeze. Rubber in the road, a Cayman, you and me. 987, 981, 718, let's have some fun. Come around the bend, fall around the corner. See those curves, so perfect it hurts. Baseball.
I purchased this vehicle in November of this year, 2022, and it had 22,000 miles on it. The car came from California. It was serviced at the Porsche dealership in Los Angeles. The owner drove it probably less than 2,000 miles per year, and there was consistent service and oil change on the record. I called the dealership and they did verify. Here's the interior. I'll go over through some of the options that were added. It does have the crest in the head seat, which I absolutely love. About a $450 add-on at the time. I'm surprised more cars don't have it. It is the manual 6-speed transmission, which again I'm very excited about. I do love the PDK, but this car for me is all about the connection and the drive. So I have been searching specifically for this color manual for quite a while with low mileage. It does come equipped with Bluetooth, which I will probably never use. And the radio is horrible and could care less. I do enjoy the heated seats. These are the comfort seats in the convenience package, which was around, I believe, a little over $2,000 at the time of option. It does have the 8-way adjustable and lumbar support. It also does have memory seating, which I actually really like and utilize. Another option that came with the car, of course, is the sports steering wheel, which is fantastic. And here is the current mileage. So, low mileage. When I did the PPI, there was no issues discovered. The car looks clean, it drives great. Did come with the stone gray leather material, which I like, over the black. Other than that, pretty basic. Another option that the car came with was the Cayman S2 wheels in 2012, which I really like these wheels as stock. I do not plan on modifying them, painting them, or changing them out, to be honest. They're 19-inch. I think that is a great size. I am not a track driver. I do like a little bit of comfort on the road. And the previous owner did put on brand new tires before the purchase. These are the Continental Extreme Contact all season. And I do have winter where I live, but it's mild. So I do plan to drive the car in the winter and cold weather, just not in snow or ice. But great tires. I've already put about 500 miles in the car in about a week. I do plan on driving this car regularly, just maybe less than normal. I'd like to keep it under 10,000 a year. But this is the Cayman, and I absolutely love the aquatic blue metallic color. I have debated on using a sports exhaust, but if I do, it will be Porsche OEM. If not, I might just opt for the dual tip for aesthetics. But to be honest, I don't mind the stock, and I do appreciate the unchanged aspect of the vehicle. Well, that's about 5 minutes, and one other option, and I didn't mean to skim over this. This did come with the xenon headlights, with the I think it's PDLK. I can't remember the name, where the headlights actually adjust with turning, which was amazing, to be honest. I was out in the fog a couple days ago at night, and they turn on a dime. There's your indicator that the xenon headlights were used, and yeah, absolutely wonderful car. Eat your heart out, whoever is looking for one of these. I'll sell it to you for about 200 grand. That's about how much it's worth to me. I did not pay 200 grand, just for the record. I did pay average market price, especially with no mileage. United States dollars. I do not plan on changing the side vents either. I don't. Stock is great. This car is absolutely wonderful as designed by the Porsche engineers. Please send me any questions if you have any. Thank you.